Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's a website for Kathy McLeland if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website here, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Whew. Okay. What do we have for Scorpio? It's a very ornate feeling here. In the sense of like, there's a lot going on. It seems like there's a lot of detail, but it's kind of like, the detail is good if you like it. It's kind of like looking at something very elegant, but it's kind of like sometimes the detail doesn't work and you're like, I don't really care for that. So, I don't know. I mean, it can be very pretty or it can be very obnoxious. And there's a lot of detail, and I'm almost feeling like in this scenario, it's more on the obnoxious side. The trick is to create healing in this situation. And trying to stay in the energy of creating healing, making things better, because I feel like some people are going to trigger you a few times. I feel like somebody's keeping things away from you or trying to keep things away from you. I'm getting Cthulhu, but I'm more of an intuitive reader. Usually I kind of see this more as a world thing. You like the world card. Not saying that's the right way to see this one, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. But what I'm feeling is like there's big changes, but people are somebody's trying to keep something away from you. And they feel like they're doing the right thing because they got this Seven of Wands. Like, they think they should keep this away from you. They feel like they're completely valid in their choice. I'm not saying that's correct. I'm saying that's how they feel, just to be fair. And by doing this, they're holding back a lot of information. That's how they're doing this. And they might be restricting people around you. How are they restricting them? So, like, there might be people around you that aren't given information, but also aren't getting the opportunity to move forward or to get more. They're being like, other people around you are almost being penalized for being connected with you. That's really not right. Whatever that is, that's not right. It's almost like guilt by association, but what they're doing is just like, it's really messed up. This feels like a very messed up situation to me. And this is why it's very detailed, very aggravating. But again, they're coming back to if we can stay in the spot, like we want to heal the situation, not perpetuate it or make it worse, of course. So we want to kind of like bring this down, and we got to kind of hold it together. Scorpio has a lot of energy. If you just have your goal on correcting it and kind of like making the best out of it, I know you can easily do it, but it's kind of like stepping away from the aggravations and not letting the situation rule you. I feel like water signs, I'm a water sign, I'm Pisces though. Emotions can kind of like, sometimes they work to our benefits, other times they grab us by the neck and they drag us up and down the stairs 7 or 8 times over. This is one of those moments where you want to have control, but like not control like you're suppressing. You don't want to suppress your emotions. You just want to be able to direct where you want that energy vented so it works in your favor, not against you. And you definitely don't want to perpetuate this ridiculousness. We want to like fix it. We want to fix it. Because I'm getting the 3 of Swords with the people around you here, the meeting of angels. I'm more getting the meeting of angels like people are letting you know what's really going on. The truth is coming forward, and I feel like that's what this is saying. The truth is coming forward because you need to know. You're not going to like it, but you can't fix it if you don't know what the problem is, right? It's not okay. You got the 5 of Cups. It looks like the 2 of Cups if you look at it really quick to me, but it's not. It's the 5 of Cups. There's a lot of good here to happen. It's hard to not center on what's wrong. It's hard to not center on like this, the way I'm being treated, the way people around me are being treated, just for being connected with me. That's not right. It's hard to not look at it that way. The challenge is to see what's around you. There's a lot better things here. It's kind of like we need to step away from that. Definitely want to acknowledge it. But we want to like, all right, now that that's happening, don't like it. But what around this can I use to my advantage to put this in the right perspective? I probably say this a lot. Big fan of Paul McKenna, How to Mend Your Broken Heart, I believe is what it is. It's geared towards romantic relationships, I believe, but you can use it for business, personal, whatever. I have. And it can help you stay strong with what you want and where you want to go without letting other people trigger you when you don't want that to happen. It can help you. I would just give it a shot if you're interested, especially if this is one of those situations where you're like holding on by your fingernails, not to just let somebody know exactly what you think. That could work. That could very much work. Prosperity is like waiting for you, but it's kind of like we got to get past this ridiculousness. There is prosperity. Nothing has been taken, maybe delayed, but not taken from you. It's kind of like using this opportunity to move forward. The wheel is here saying, we want to progress forward where you get something good. We don't want to perpetuate the same situation, and we definitely don't want to get something negative out of it. So the wheel is waiting based on how you handle it, and you got a lot of passion. I feel like you're definitely, if this is going to hit the people this is hitting for, you're not happy with the situation. It's not something you can just like put out of your mind and go on about your day. This is something that just keeps popping into your head. It aggravates you. You're not happy with it. You're not at peace with it in any sense at this point. But I feel like you can be. Because I'm getting the Empress card coming forward with you next. I'm going to actually just clarify this with the dice. They're just game dice, but they hone in on things. You got the Knight of Water, and you got the 12th card, which I believe is the Hanged Man. Yeah. Okay. So the Knight of Water says, go towards what you want. Go towards the prosperity. And maybe the people who have been holding things back, because I think this is a part of this, the way you're finding out people have been holding back information or blocking it from you is because somebody else tells you. The right person comes forward and tells you what's there. Directly just go for whatever they're trying to hold away from you. Just get your easiest route to just get it and move on with it. And the people who've been holding things back or causing issues, leave them in like the lurch. Let them wonder. Let them wonder. Let them wonder what you're doing with that. Because there's no way you cannot know. And I feel like they know that. There's no way that you can't know what they did. But if you leave them in the lurch and you make them sweat it out, kind of like, usually the Scorpio would come here and tell me off or tell me this, or the Scorpio would show up. If you make it look like you're too busy for them right now, I feel like they're going to be like on pins and needles, which seems a bit torturous. I think that's good though. I feel like if you let them sweat it out, it definitely, I feel like it really goes to your favor, because I just feel like it's just, now it's tormenting them. The Scorpio knows. They haven't said anything, but they know. I don't know why they haven't said. Why haven't they said anything? What's going on? What does the Scorpio know that I don't? Some of them might foolishly try to seek you out to try to just kind of like get through it and just get it over with. And if you can just kind of avoid them and just be like, I can't talk to you right now, I got other things going on, my life is too busy, not today, and just keep moving on. If you leave them like in this stuck position, I feel like that's going to be the hardest part for them. They're going to hate it. And this might actually teach them that lesson, like, don't mess with me. Like, the fear of what you're going to do versus actually doing something, I feel like might just implode on them, which that little, I don't know, it sounds mean, I know that, but it seems like that's the most effective way to kind of shut it down, because if they really go through this stress and they really hate this part, it's less likely they're going to repeat it, because like, it's just kind of like, they know, but now they're like, wait, what is the Scorpio waiting for? What is the Scorpio setting me up for? Because they messed with you and they played a dirty game. So now, because they play a dirty game, they're going to be convinced that you're going to get the better of them, but you're setting them up for something. Doesn't mean you are. You probably won't. I just feel like you're kind of going to go towards your success, and the more you get what you want, you're just going to center on that. But it's going to drive them mad. It's going to drive them mad. It seems fitting to me. I don't think I'd feel bad about it, but because you're moving on, and they're shocked, and they don't know what to do with it. They just can't they can't deal with it. I feel like they literally can't deal with it. This might solve the problem for you. Keep your eye on it naturally. It's a general read. Keep your eye on it. Make sure that actually is working out the way it should. But I feel like, by doing that, this person, that may be how they get their just desserts, and they might literally just stay out of your way after this. It might be the best ending. Like, it might be that wishful ending, kind of like, I wish this just could end peacefully. Maybe it can. Maybe it can. Like, they might be tormented, but hey, they started this whole ridiculousness. Doesn't mean you would have to play it. If they're doing all this to themselves, that's all in their own mind. That's all their own fault. That's all their own problem. It seems so devious, but I kind of like it. So I kind of like this sounds kind of fun. Like letting the bad guy, letting them torment themselves, because it's all within their own head. Let them do that. That sounds great. Sounds awesome to me. It really does. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.